Hey, what's up guys? It's Cherry here with another video, and this is going to be something different. You're going to see NBA 2K14 PS4 gameplay from the park 2v2. I think it's just kind of bogus how you can't play defense in the park, so you go on a run and whoever gets ball first usually wins the game. So it's a pretty interesting video, and I hope you like the background music. I wanted to go with the nice beat that can tempo up with the gameplay. But that's not what I did not want to talk about the gameplay today. I think it's a very interesting gameplay, and I get two huge posters around, I don't know, like the 3-4 minute mark, so you might want to stay tuned for that because it's a really good poster. What I wanted to talk about was the melodrama that's going on right now. If you guys don't follow the NBA, then you guys can just click away and you don't have to watch this video. But if you do follow the NBA, that's why this game is really relevant to what I'm going to talk about. So Melo, he opted out of the contract with the Knicks, and is looking at 3 teams: re-signing with New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, and a potential Miami. And I'll get to what could happen, and what the deal would be. 3 teams, well, 4 teams really, but in reality it's 3 teams. That could sign Carmelo Anthony. It would be a huge deal to the roster, which could make these teams title contenders within the next 2-3 years. And I'll get to that. So melodrama, we'll start right back in New York. Since he opted out, the New York Knicks are giving Carmelo Anthony, they're giving the offer of 5 years, $129 million. That is big money. That is $30 million more than he would get in LA, and a lot more than he would get in Chicago, but it's also 1 year more. So this is the problem with New York. Derek Fisher's their head coach, and we saw what happened to Jason Kidd. He started off kind of bad, but he did have a better roster than New York. Those 2 they were great point guards in the team in their prime, and just retiring. They were great point guards and they have high IQ. That's the problem. Is Derek Fisher will be their head coach, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. As Phil Jackson, he's played under the triangle with LA. The New York, they also have a weak supporting cast for Carmelo. They only won 37 games in the weak Eastern Conference. And I don't know how they'll do. I think that's a bad decision for Melo. Now we're going straight on to LA. 4 years, $96 million. I believe LA hasn't found the head coach yet, and only Kobe, as basically their only other great player, coming off of an injury at a relatively old age. I believe he's 35. If there's anyone that can come off that injury, it is Kobe Bryant, but we'll see how he does. They also have a weak supporting cast. Steve Nash is going down with injury, I believe. I know Jordan Hill, he's really good, but like Kendall Marshall. It is Kendall Marshall? Yes, Kendall Marshall. I'm not sure if they're going to re-sign him. And just players like that, it's a weak supporting cast, and it's an unknown supporting cast yet. And then Chicago, which is going to give them the least money sum offer of 4 years, $75 million. But these guys are ready to make to make a run to the NBA Finals next year if they do get Carmelo Anthony, with the great head coach in Tom Thibodeau. Was won Coach of the Year in his second year as a coach. That shows you something. And the Bulls are a great defensive oriented team, but with D Rose coming off of 2 season-ending injuries, that could be iffy. But I believe playing with Carmelo Anthony could really elevate Derrick Rose's play potential and just give him that confidence that he deserves. And have you seen that poster? Rewind that, because that is a beautiful poster. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, Chicago, if they were to get Carmelo Anthony, that would fix that'll fix their weaknesses of not being able to score, and then that'll fix Carmelo's weakness of not being the best defender. He's an average defender. But as I was watching B-Ball Breakdown, if you haven't seen it, just YouTube search B-Ball Breakdown, and his latest video is Carmelo Anthony worth a max deal. Carmelo Anthony really isn't worth a max deal. He's worth a run what Chicago would give him. He gets into very good detail. I'm not going to get into it because I kind of want you guys to see that video and inform yourself that he's actually, he's not worth a max contract. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the potential team he could go to is Miami Heat. I believe if Bosh leaves and LeBron James and Dwayne take a pay cut, to give Melo an offer he can't refuse is to play with LeBron James. And under, Pat Riley, which is a great GM, and Eric Spoelstra, who's proved himself as a coach, and obviously they made it to 4 straight NBA Finals. Can they make it 5? But right now it's looking as the Cavaliers will be the ones to be getting LeBron. I believe I read on the source that this is 90% that Cavaliers would get him. That's pretty high. But either, if you were to choose from these four, honestly, if you want to win, if Carmelo Anthony in the mindset of let me just win this championship already, he's gonna go to Chicago. Whether he's getting what 16, $18 million a year range, that's what he's actually worth. That's what he's actually worth. If he's thinking about the money, he goes to New York or LA. Obviously, you're playing with Kobe and a great player, and with New York you're under Phil Jackson. But it's just really the fact that I believe he's gonna choose money over this. And you can see this video is gonna come to an end. You can give me the comments. You can see what I can read the comments and see what you guys think about this. I think he's gonna go to LA or New York, and he's gonna be stupid and he's not gonna sign with Chicago because he wants the money, and it's also gonna suit Lala, his wife, and it's what she wants really. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be uploading on Saturday, and the date that I'm recording this is the 7th, so something might happen by the time this is uploaded, and I don't think I'll edit this to to make that, but anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.